Hey cuties, what's going on? It is that time, boys, finally. It's been probably like 2 updates, I think, since I've done a character tier list. But they didn't really drop, like, this is the first time they kind of dropped new characters since, like, Broly has been here. So, it didn't really, it wasn't really necessary. But it's like, it was like a whole month ago since update 12 dropped. So yeah, it's been a month since we got the tier list. We did like assist tier list, trait tier list, and all that type of stuff. But we never had like a full-on character tier list. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to try to re-explain everything, so this might be a long one. So, if you want to sit through and watch it all, great. But I think Nyx is supposed to be going through the like tier list herself and like making like a little marker. Let me turn this down some. And making like a little timestamp for each specific character. So if you're here for like a specific character, you kind of just skip to it that way. But yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm not gonna try to explain too much, but because like I've already said these many times in other videos, but well, I don't know. I'll do what I can. First off, Megumin, I always talk trash about her, and I'm still constantly talking trash about her. She stands still with a lot of her attacks. She doesn't do that much damage. She's really just not good. Like she has lack of iframes, and all of her abilities where she like stands still. I think she has like 3 abilities. No, 2. Yeah, she has 3 abilities when she's standing still, and one is her ult, and her ult gives her iframes, and every other one does not give her iframe. And her lack of damage does not make up for anything. Does not make up for anything either, and a lack of utility. Like Megumin, she just goes to trash tier. Shieldman, y'all know I talk a lot of trash about this man too, but because of infinite mode brought some use to him, just a little bit of use. And that's pretty much it. But infinite mode is not really a good game mode. So just because of like, yeah, he's useful for infinite mode and all, but that's literally just it. And like I said, infinite mode is really not that good of a game mode as of right now. So I really don't seem like a lot of people will like do it that much. And even then, if you're soloing infinite, because most people just solo and duo infinite. Like Shieldman is only good for infinite when he's got a lot of people. But if you're like soloing and doing it, you really won't use him. So because of that reason, he'll go at the top of trash, but he's still trash. Like my opinion on Shieldman really did not change at all. Like I said it at stream first because like Infinite was new and I was doing it with a whole bunch of like chat members and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, he's actually good for this because we have a lot of people. But like at this point, I don't even really do it anymore. A lot of other people don't really do it anymore. If they do it, like I said, it's solo and duo. So they're not going to use Shieldman. He's trash still. Priestess, very good. I want to put her in Godly, to be honest. Priestess will forever be good because like how good of a support she is. Like, and you're pretty much invincible when you're using her as well. Like, not Priestess. Nah, Priestess is gonna be Godly because she's top support, top tier support. She will be Godly. Like, obviously, top tier support. If you got a good Priestess on your team for raids or anything, you're not gonna die. If you got 2 of them, you're pretty much just invincible the entire time. If you're using her, you're pretty much invincible. If you die with her, you're bad. Simply as that. Like, yeah, she's gonna be like lowest tier Godly, but she has to be up here for sure. Naruto. He's alright. That's all I really gotta say about him. He's alright because like very good assist, one of the best assists for sure. But as a main, there's so many better choices to use as a main. I mean, if you're doing like, I guess boss rush or raids, he could be. Now there's still some better choices even then. Still, he's just all right at this point. Like he's still a very good assist, yes. Like top 3 assists. So, like assist tier list, he's like in the Godly form. But just as a character as a whole, no, I give him some leeway. I'll give Naruto some leeway. He'll go at the bottom of very good, but he's not gonna be like. He's not gonna be like top like as a whole character. And also, by the way, I took out the 800 gem characters now because they're just kind of just filling up the tier list. I don't want it to go on for like too long, you know. So I just took them out because it's gonna be a waste of time. Ryuko, she got a buff this update. She got a buff. She does do more damage, but my opinion on her has not changed. She's still Godly, of course, but the damage on her was not the problem with her. Like it's her ability set. Her moveset isn't better than Kokushibo's for the way this dimension is. It could change next dimension, I don't know. So she could be one of the best characters in the game next dimension. But the way how big this dimension is, the way it's set up, Kokushibo is just built so much like better than how she is. So increasing her damage doesn't really do much. In a raid setting or boss rush setting, Gojo is still better. So it really didn't change anything. Ryuko still godly, but did not move. She's still exactly where she's at, even with the buff. So next we have Rengoku. Rengoku is very good still. I think that's where I had him at last time. Solid main, solid time challenge character, solid dimensions character because he has a dash. He has solid damage. Like, everything about him is just solid. He's good. Like, it's above average in most of the characters. So that's all I can really say. He's very good. There's really not much else to it. Saber is decent. Or like, I know Eevee uses her as an assist a lot, so she has some like value there because her ult is really fast. Even though she stands still, her first ability is like Ichigo's. Wait, how was her first ability? Yeah, it's Ichigo's cross pretty much, like Ichigo's 3, and that's her first ability. Her second one, I think it's like a little mobility dash, something like that, but she kind of slows down towards the end. But it does a good amount of damage, and it's decent for mobility, I guess, and mob clearing. Her 3 is also like a little beam. I don't know. She's mainly like kind of like a boss killer, and more just because of that actually, because she doesn't have too much AOE in her move. She'd probably be like top mid, to be honest. Top mid, maybe not all right. Top mid. Bakugou, however, he will go all right because of the movement factor. His mobility, my god, he still has one of the best mobilities in the game. His damage output isn't the best, but in time challenge, if you don't have like any of the top tier characters, he can get you through it. He can get you through dimensions. He'll be all right for boss rush and raids as long as you've got like some decent assists for him. Whatever. Like, Bakugou is pretty solid. He's like an all around like character, just like everything in one sort of. The only thing he just lacks is like the boss killing. That's literally it. Eugeo, kind of the same thing as Bakugou, but he's better at mob clearing. So pretty much the same exact thing, but better at mob clearing. But he has a lot less mobility as well, because another one of his abilities, like his 3 keeps him in place. And Bakugou's 4 keeps him in place, but then he can just move right after, and his 3 keeps... Yeah, they're kind of just about the same. He just has a little bit less mobility, but better at mob clearing. So they're kind of like about the same, but I'd say Eugeo's probably still better overall and a lot easier to use as well. Genos, I know I say buy Eugeo over Genos a lot, but I say buy Eugeo over Genos mostly because of like the mob clearing. Because Eugeo with the mob clearing, you can like use that for time challenge and everything else. Genos, you can't really do that. But Genos has solid boss damage. He has good mob clearing as well, but just not for time challenge wise. So I would put him in very good, but if it wasn't for time challenge or anything like that, then like he would be up there. But because of time challenge, he wouldn't really be good for that. But he's just about good for everything else. I'll probably throw him above Eugeo. I still would say to buy Eugeo like first if you're looking for somebody to buy as a gem character, but I say Genos probably has a little bit more use over Eugeo. It just kind of depends on what you do. Gojo. You already know how I feel about the boy Gojo. Yeah. And keep in mind, disclaimer, whatever. I say this every single time. Just because Gojo is ungodly, do not buy Gojo. You need good stats for Gojo or you will struggle. He is only good for killing bosses and he's the best at it, and still is not topped by any other character at this moment still. Yeah, you use him like for speed runs or any dimension type of clears. For hardcore runs, you'll reset to Gojo and kill the final boss. For boss rush, you want to use him. For raids, you want to use him if you got the stats for him. Like, Gojo is still very good in boss killing, and he will not be topped for sure. Yeah, that's why he's up there. Kirito, very good, very solid character. The best main you can use for infinite. He's good for time challenge. He's good for dimensions. He's just solid. He's above average in a lot of things. Except the only thing about him is his assist is bad. And yeah, that's pretty much just it. He's just above average in everything else, you know. So like that's why he's gonna go in very good. Rimuru. He's alright. He's like on the same plane as these 4. These 3. These 3 are like kind of all just in the same thing. Except Rimuru is like a little bit worse because he stays in place a lot. That's just about it. But yeah, I wouldn't say too much. He's gonna place there. He's just in the same boat. Kind of just in the same boat. Todoroki, mid. He does a lot of damage, a lot of damage, but his abilities just aren't built right for anything. As an assist though, if you want to use him as assist, go for it. He does a lot of damage. If you need like a boss rush assist or raid assist, he's definitely one of the ways to go. He has one of the highest damages in the game for assist. He's like 3rd or 4th or something like that as a 1600 gem character, which is kind of nuts. He's like above all these other boss rush raid characters and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. Zenitsu. Oh boy, I don't like Zenitsu. Y'all still don't like him, but he's alright. I used like if y'all watch like the playthroughs on stream, y'all seen that I've used him. I hated him. I hated using him, but he is not the worst you can have. Like I would pick Zenitsu over these two for sure. I'll probably pick Zenitsu over these two as well because of how fast he is. Like if you come out of his ult, he's quick. He still has a dash as well with his like first ability. It's shit dash, but it's still a dash nonetheless. So I will still use him over these other characters just because of the speed, like the speed boost he has. And it's really not the worst thing. I hate him still, but it's really not the worst thing. He gets my respect there. Alice. Just because of Ryuko's buff, I'm gonna throw Alice still in godly, but below Ryuko. Maybe below Gojo as well, to be honest. Yeah, below Gojo as well. Alice is good as a main. You can use her in Dimension. You can use her in Time Challenge. You can use her as an assist. You can probably use her as a boss rush and raid character as well. But because she still has good damage, yes. But compared to these other ones in this tier, like, yeah, you wouldn't really like she's outmatched by them for sure. She's definitely outmatched. She's still very, very good. So if you get her before all these other ones, like that's still a good character to have. But the way her abilities are set up, she gets held in place. She doesn't do as much damage as like some of the others. Like she's not as spammable as them either. It's kind of like she's very good at everything, but not the best at anything. You know. That's kind of how I feel about it. That's where she's at. She's very good in everything, but not the best. That's just how it is. Gilgamesh, my opinion, still the best character in the game. Like for sure, still the best character in the game. Because like he's not. I wouldn't say the absolute best at Time Challenge, but I feel like he's still on par with Mega Man. But the way the Time Challenge meta is now, he works better as an assist over Mega Man. Actually, just because of that, I feel like he probably lost his spot. Because he was the best at Time Challenge, and he's like so good. He's very good boss killer. So you can use him in raids and boss rush as well. Very good boss killer, very spammable. It's fun to use him. But because of the Time Challenge meta, because he got dropped down to assist in the Time Challenge meta, it's kind of disappointing. But I'll take my opinion back. Not the best anymore. Well, actually, that's hard to say. Never mind. No, I'll take that back. I was thinking about who would I put up there. I was going to like put Kokushibo up there, but no, that wouldn't work. Because I still think Gilgamesh is better at boss killing than Kokushibo. Kokushibo is just a god of dimensions. Unmatched in the unmatched in dimensions. But yeah, in my opinion, he's still the best character in the game. He's gonna stay there. Y'all know why Gilgamesh is good. Very spammable, good damage, like low cooldown. Like he's amazing. Kokushibo, 2nd place medal still a solid 2nd place medal. Like just because of how Gojo is up here for like the boss killing, he's up here for just like dimension domination, bro. Like oh my, the dimension domination on this man. Like holy, unless there's a smaller dimension, Ryuko might be able to overcome him, but for right now, oh my dude. And he has good, very, very good boss damage as well. Like he's close to Gilgamesh, if not better. I don't know. They're like right beside each other in terms of like damage wise, and then he's very good for dimensions. The only thing, his downfall really is Time Challenge. Time Challenge he really is not that good at, but everything else, oh my dude. Witch Meg, I'll throw her right behind them. Mainly because she's the best one you can use for, well, I would say best. She wouldn't use it. You wouldn't use her as a main in Infinite mode, but she's very viable on your team in Infinite mode. You need a Witch Meg on your team because later rounds in Infinite, when the mobs get hard to kill, you can kind of just drag them all in one spot, which makes like assist or ult or whatever you use, however you're using her, and then just do a bunch of damage with your normal abilities while they're all just sitting there taking damage from her ult as well. Like, she's amazing Infinite mode, and then the time challenge mode, like I said, the best character for time challenge, paired with the Gilgamesh and Broly assist. Like, she's very useful, and she has solid enough damage. Like, if you got her and only have her, you can still use her and probably about anything else. You might struggle in raids, but she still has solid damage for what she has, for sure. Toga, best 1600 gem character, in my opinion, still, because like, good damage, good AoE, good mobility. Does she have mobility actually? I can't remember. Actually, no, she doesn't have mobility. Maybe not mobility, but she's still the best character, best gem character wise, because like the way her abilities are set up, I feel like they can do a lot more for you than everything else, like everybody else. I'm not really gonna say too much about her. Like, I recommend, like, you can't really buy her anymore either, so I can't say to buy her, but if you missed out on her, it's kind of just unfortunate. But once you get these other characters anyway, you wouldn't really be using her. Katakuri, he's the most fun character to use, like, right now, in my opinion. Like, holy, the most fun character to use. I don't want to have too many people in this tier, though. I don't want to have too many people in this tier, but I'm not gonna put him there. Katakuri has mobility. He has very good damage. Almost as good as I need to do more testing. This is just a placeholder for now. This is not going to be his permanent position probably, but this is just how I see him. He's very good for time. I never got a trade on him, but he's good for time challenge still. He has very good boss damage, and I tested that without a trait. He's probably good for infinite mode. He's decent at dimensions. He has some ability, but still not on Kokushibo's level. But he's very, very solid. And I did most of my like kind of little bit of testing without a trait, without any type of traits, and he impressed me that much. And just because of how fun he is to use. Like, if y'all were to get a boss rush character, to be honest, I'd say go for Gilgamesh or even Katakuri, to be honest. Like I said, Katakuri, he might not be the best, but he is so fun to use. I'm telling you. He's so fun to use, and he's still very good. He's still very solid. Like, he will get you through a lot of things. Like, it's a lot of good things to say about Katakuri. Levi, on the other hand, Levi is still very good, but I'll throw him above Naruto, because I still use him above Naruto. He has mobility. Actually, no, I put him above Levi as well. I put him above all of them. To be honest, they go right beside each other. They go hand in hand. Levi he's like an all-arounder, you know? Like, he's good at everything, but not the best at anything. Kind of like how Alice is, but I say Alice is still better because she does more damage. And maybe have like, yeah, I don't know. Levi, he's good. Like I said, he's good, but he stands still too much as well. Like I said, he's a top tier all around there, but not to like that extent to be all the way up there. That's all I can really say about him. If you want to get him because he's a cool character, that's fine. He's still very good. He'll still get you through a lot of things, but these other raid and boss rush characters, they're so much better, to be honest. Kaneki, probably right below Toga. Kaneki has a lot of damage. He's fast. He's spammable. Yeah, he's fast and spammable. Has a lot of damage. He's solid. That's pretty much all I can really say about him. But you can get him for free. So if you're looking for somebody to buy, I don't recommend buying him. You can literally get him for free once you hit level 83. You just got to grind a dimension. But all I'm really going to say about him, he's solid. And then last and not least, we have Broly. Broly, time challenge meta, good assist, apparently. But that's really all he has going for him. He's still a solid character. He's kind of like Levi or whatever, somewhat like a certain extent. Like, very good character. Above average and everything. Very good at everything. But he's just not the best. But he's also very fun to use, just like Katakuri. And because Katakuri, I still haven't really found a spot for him yet, and Broly has a spot as an assist, I'll throw Broly above Katakuri for now. But like I said, Broly is very good at everything, but not the best at anything. But he also has that assist leverage for time challenge. So that's why I'll just throw him there. But anyways, boys, that is the tier list. This is just like opinion based. Whatever type of thoughts y'all have on it. Make sure y'all let me know in the comments. Just drop it down there. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more content. Make sure to join the group. The group link will be in the description. Discord link will be in the description. For the group link, we got some merch on the way. Like, the merch is currently in the works right now, so expect them to be dropping on the store very, very soon. So make sure you're in the group for that. Like I said, link will be in the Discord. Yeah, I think that's about it, boys. Not really much else to say. Yeah, I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.